SNF Season 4. We got too many fuels and never enough followers. Congratulations to our channel. We have now 2,006 followers. Cracked another milestone. Fantastic stuff, guys. We're 5 weeks into Season 4, and we have literally doubled our followers. We're closing in on 1 million video views, currently at 994,500. That'll be a nice 6-digit figure to break. Fully transcoded. I have to give a shout out to AmiPolizeiFunk. He is the one that has been harassing Twitch TV until they finally put us on their homepage. That's really great stuff. Yoink, it looks like we're going into a second series on none other than Argenton.
Argenton Crossroads, made by White Flash, one of the finest map makers in the game, as actually evidenced by acknowledgments from the very company that makes our favorite game. I can say that they appreciate White Flash's work as much as we do, and Argenton Crossroads is a fabulous tourney map, and I'm having a great time casting games on it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's interesting to see that, you know, in the first round of the first SNF live show, we had 2 series of Semois, and now 4 short weeks later, we have 2 series on Argenton. So I think that I feel great because I took a lot of flack when I proposed that we would feature Bois du Châtelet and Argenton Crossroads, which are custom maps. You know, they're not in the automat rotation. So I took a lot of flack from a lot of top players about how, you know, it's not going to work out, this and that. And now these very same players are choosing these maps intentionally. We've now got a really cool Google Docs spreadsheet where we're tracking statistics from Sunday Night Season 4. It's on the code2.org portal. If you go to the most recent announcement, there will be a link to this doc, and you can see each player's individual stats. You can see map stats for which maps that they chose during the veto rounds, and how well they performed, how the factions performed. So that's a really cool thing, and I'm interested to see the update, because what was previously just sort of known players on the live shows, now we've got all of these new faces. So things are really going to get changed around once those next quality stats are updated. These two guys, NoLuckyStrike and Twister, you know, I didn't get the pleasure of seeing Twister's run, but you know, taking out DevM and Korean Army is no easy feat. I did get the pleasure of watching NoLuckyStrike on his way here, and this guy has been having epic game after epic game. His match against Cot on Bois du Châtelet, King Tiger versus Pershing, his first game against Barton on Semois goes the distance, 2 upgun Shermans coming in, fighting against Panthers. This is just hot stuff. We've been having nothing but COH gold from NoLuckyStrike, and I'm just hoping that it continues and that he's not completely exhausted by the time they started this first game here.
Yeah, it's only a shame that we're watching after he's played about 4 or 5 games, because while he is warmed up, yeah, I am concerned about fatigue. This is going to be a 3-game series. Both of these gentlemen clearly have the skills to go the distance, so we'll see what they can do in terms of their endurance levels on a map like this.
I think both TitiTwister versus Korean Army went to the 3rd game, and NoLuckyStrike versus Barton went to the 3rd game. And where's my voice going? You know, I think I did more shouting watching NoLuckyStrike's stream against Barton in that game 1 on Semois. That is just a hell of a game. As soon as we put the replay pack out, a budding shoutcaster should jump up all over that one. I guarantee you, if you haven't seen it, grab that game and check it out. Game 1 of round 3. Barton and NoLuckyStrike, just a grudge match, players that don't like each other. You know what was interesting, if I take the liberty of just being a little long-winded here, maybe NTD will take us in-game, show us around Argenton, is that, you know, in the first game they were talking a lot of trash. They were calling each other noobs, saying that, you know, you got no skill, you're a scrub, this and that. And then after this epic game 1 that was so hard fought, in the second game it was like, good luck, have fun, same. It's like suddenly all of that trash talking just went by the wayside, and they actually gained respect for one another in the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you know your opponent is damn fine good, you got to give him some respect. Even if you don't have to like him, but you got to respect him.
All right, so let's get this thing started. We're at 5 seconds. This is Chevu NoLuckyStrike. We're just going to call him Lucky Strike for short. Hopefully he doesn't mind that. He'll be in the south on Argenton playing the American Allies. And hey, this is their swan song and Company of Heroes. We'll miss them next time in this sequel. Against Twister in the north playing the Wehrmacht. We're paused at 5. I'm going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, I will be following Twister in the north with his Wehrmacht. And look at that. Have fun, have fun. Lucky Strike says, no luck. Oh, there's no luck in Company of Heroes. Well, actually, there is. But it's all about skill, and these two gentlemen are going to test their skills against one another as they chit-chat it up here as their worker units build their first Tier 1 buildings. Standard opening for Twister in the north.
One interesting statistic is that in all of the qualifier tournaments, the factions, Americans have been chosen 32 out of 62 games. Wait, let's see. No, there have been 64 total games, and Americans have been chosen 32 times. So right split down the middle. And they also have a 50% win ratio. That just goes to show at the incredible balance that 2.602 is offering us here. We have the Brits and the Panzer Elite only chosen, though, 2 to 4 times. So really, if we wanted an ideal balance, we'd see a lot more of those OF factions. But I don't think anybody really minds seeing all this vanilla COH.
No, you know, I think that that opposing fronts has its place in play, but I think it just goes to show that these vanilla factions have been balanced so perfectly against one another, and they're the most fun against one another. There's the most options for victory and flanking and excitement and switching up your strategy, particularly when it comes to Wehrmacht versus American play. That's why we see it all the time.
Here we have the first engagement. It's engineers charging towards that green old car. I wish I knew what kind of car that was. And here come rifles behind them, and these Volks are just getting overrun. They're all by themselves out there. They're looking for some backup, backpedaling away.
More
this
worker
chapel
unit battles.
Always sees early game action, it seems. Yeah, you saw one of those last time. It's almost a carbon copy of that other series.
Oh, here comes the Jeep
Kind of
push.
fun that both. Yeah, that we didn't see last time. It's fun that both of these series are on Argenton because we can see how 4 players approach this map differently.
Oh, we can see some pro Jeep pushing here. Wow, Volksgrenadiers pushed right off the field. Almost no damage done to the American forces that are attacking at this point. Now, oh, yeah, it looks like Twister knows he's outmatched right now when you've got a rampaging Jeep in front of you and you're out of cover.
In watching Lucky Strike's stream, he is quick. He's very adept at using the tactical map to either reposition his camera or give units orders or check battles on multiple fronts. I was really impressed by his speed, and he also pulled a lot of cool tactics. Let me see if I could dig into my memory bank to recall some of them, but there were some nice tricks that he played, and I was just sort of watching in amazement. He's just sort of it's like a player that gets hot and comes into their rhythm at the right time, and he's been showing it off today.
Well, it's that concept of flow. You know, the human brain, once you get into flow, everything starts to work automatically for you. And there's different experts say that there's a different amount of time to get your brain into flow. And it's clear that he can get his flow on very early on in any given game. Wait a minute. Did you just see the message?
Don't feed the trolls. Oh, man, I dread. That's probably going to continue all game. I just dread it.
God, that's amazing. You see, Ami, we're famous enough now that people just want to get their names on Sunday Night Fights by spamming games that they know will be on Sunday Night Fights.
Indeed, indeed. Looking forward to the function to set your status as busy and unallow chats in Company of Heroes 2. What was I going to say? I can't even remember. All I can see is balls.
Well, maybe
I'm feeding them now too. I'm just
right.
feeding him. It's like, here, troll, have some bird seed. And troll's like, give me that seed. Give me some more. Ah, yes, I remember. RTS games, you hear often about when a player's really feeling it, that the entire game slows down for them. They feel like just the tempo is no longer one-time speed. It's at like 0.75 speed. You know, the whole game slows down, and they're just able to give more commands and do more things and have better timings than they have previously experienced.
Losing ground out
Yep,
there.
that's actually professional athletes say that too. When they tennis players say that they feel like the ball's moving slower, that they're all over the field much faster. So maybe both of these guys are feeling it. Certainly LuckyStrike felt it today when he was playing these games against top-notch players, Dev M and the rest of them. Did he go up against Dev M? Was he the one, or was it Comics?
No, that was Twister that put out Dev M and Korean Army, and I'm very curious to see those replays because those games weren't streamed, so I have no idea like the play style or how he managed to do that. Dev M, of course, being the #1 seed and the favorite to win the contender bout here, is now out of this. So we get to see these new faces with new strats. The Volks there tried to pull the Faust out of their little piggybacks in their backpack. Look, he still got it there. He doesn't know what to do with it though. The Jeep's gone. You know, one thing that I liked so much about the game between Barton and LuckyStrike is that it was so aggressive. These guys were just hounding each other. There was a bit at the beginning, I hope don't want to spoil it or anything, but you know, LuckyStrike had some rifles behind that house in Semwa where the Wehrmacht tried to come out of the north base, and he just kept dancing back and forth, and he had two of Barton's MGs just sort of pinned into that bridge, not being able to find a safe way out onto the field. Very aggressive play from both of them, the kind of stuff that's fun to watch.
Yeah, and you know what I like already this game, we're here at 6.5 minutes into the game, we're seeing excellent Tier 1 play, you know, Vet 0 Tier 1 play, where basically the only way these men can win engagements is with tactical positioning, great use of cover and flanking. I mean, that's really at this very balanced early portion of the game, that's how you win engagements. You know, like going in and out of a house, or moving around. Oh, now we've got our first upgrade here on the field. We got some flamers from these pioneers that have forced LuckyStrike's rifles off the field, and Twister has built a sniper. So I'm going to code that one to hotkey #1 so we can follow Mr. Sniper around. And I also like that Twister is aggressive with his Volksgrenadiers here. He runs them around the field under strength. You know, when he feels that he can take advantage of, like what I like to say, that fourth resource time, instead of retreating the Volksgrenadiers to heal him up. Look, I don't think there are any other rifles in this part of the field. I'm going to cap this point. He's going to try it and be aggressive. That's some good play.
Yeah, he should be able to snap up some territory now. Most of the rifles are back in their base. Twister has been fending off well. He's established a sort of solid map control. LuckyStrike, excellent unit preservation so far, has not lost a single unit. He's got his 2 NGs, one's got flamers, he's got his 4 rifles and his Jeep. Everything's fine. They're reinforcing. Mine going off there. He's got a supply yard already up, and he's starting to build the motor pool. Now, I wonder if it will be a quick M8. That he went 2 M8s on Semwa against Barton when he was leading, and actually I think he kind of threw away his lead that way, although one of the M8s survived late into the game and eventually got triple vet. Wonderful stuff. So we know he likes M8 play. Let's see if he rushes one here.
Yeah, so I just got trolled too. I don't know if you saw that, you missed it, but we'll just ignore that one. Yeah, so there was a good little engagement here on the graveyard side, on the left side, and it looks like LuckyStrike is able to cap these important points over there, but now German forces are returning, and the sniper has made himself known. So we'll see what kind of playstyle here LuckyStrike will do to engage a German sniper. Will he build a weapon support center, or will he be very aggressive with his rifles and Jeep? And the sniper's in danger right now. Better run.
Yeah, wisely retreat. The Jeep's kind of just hanging out there. It looks like Jeep is now less in harass and push mode, although he might come in for some here, and more into shifting into like long-range recon, extend line of sight mode.
Whew, Volksgrenadiers just north of the graveyard almost lost their lives, had to retreat just in time. Now we've got more engagements also on the right. These Volksgrenadiers under strength. It looks like Twister is maybe playing it a little bit too fast and loose now. I'm a little concerned about his unit preservation. He's taken a couple of close calls there. First
really nice mine by LuckyStrike. Up by the fuel on the left. That's going to be an unwelcome surprise to any squad going up there to cap that. Jeep getting a good look right into the base here, taking an amazing flyby.
Oh boy.
Whoa,
Get out of there,
will he
Mr.
survive
Jeep.
it though? It's going to be tough. And he's going to squeak out of there under support from the rifles. Sniper's still picking away. He's got 7. I love the rifles bunched up on those few barrels. They
Yeah, now here we go. Yeah, looks like their time
big
to
mine
retreat
goes
out
off
of
in the
there.
center.
Oh, an M8 went
was
down.
lost
What,
entity?
an M8?
The M8 gone already? Oh, I missed it entirely.
Yeah, me too. I
He
didn't
went
see it. We were
storming
looking
into
at
the
the
center
rifles.
and straight blew up. He must have hit the mine before his shields were finished upgrading. So
Boy, yeah,
once
skirt's
again,
so
you know, a
important.
great start by LuckyStrike. This is memories from the Barton game. Oh, the Jeep lost now. Once again, he sort of just squandered a very nice start.
Well, not a good day for American vehicles, clearly. That's two, one right after another, within 15 seconds of one another. So this is going to give Twister some nice breathing room to move around with his Grenadiers and maybe take some opportunities to upgrade to Vet, because that's 35 fuel right out of the American bank that did absolutely nothing.
All right, let's see how far he gets on his skirts and his upgraded gun this time. Now he's going to take it a little easy. Check it out. He's like, I'm just going to wait until this upgrade finishes. Let me just hang out here by the base a little bit. All right, guys. All right, now I got him. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Check out the two squads of rifles just did like a hand tap to the northern corner of the map up there, and now they're going to come back into the field of play here.
A fuel point is being
You know, that mine did get cleared. I'm not sure what cleared that mine you were talking about earlier by that fuel point. And here come these rifles now. It looks like they were just going to try and bait German forces into trying to take that part of the map, and then, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, while I was watching that, I needed to get back down and watch what this M8 was doing. I saw what looked like a big grenade throw or something. Did you see that?
No, I followed you too. I was watching the rifles try to pick off those flamers in the north after they hit the mine. The sniper's still picking away at them down there, and the Volks are finally going to raise this fuel that's, you know, pretty much Twister's fuel. He's finally going to get it here.
Yeah, he needs, you know, he's building a pack, so that's good. He has a Comcrop Center up, so that's good. He's got Vet 1 on his infantry, that's good. 55 fuel in the bank, but only plus 15 income. So he's going to have to stick with what he's got for the next couple of minutes.
That's bad.
That is bad. Yeah, that's bad. Well, it depends. If you like it being twisted, maybe it's good. I don't know.
Oh, I love it with a twist. But did you realize that you were calling Bjarke Bjarkly all game last game?
Bjarkly?
Like Charles
Did I call him
Barkley
Bjarkly? Charles Bjarkly?
Yeah.
Oh well, Bjarkly. Whatever. After my wife
Bjarkly.
specifically told me his name was Bjark.
Yeah. Talk about a twister. I can't even say that. Charles Bjarkly. All right. There's a gang of Wehrmacht infantry with single vet, and I mean, you know, look at this here. The M8 watching the guys watching the M8. This would be completely different with True Sight in CO2.
Yeah, for those of us that have been enjoying that, we can certainly attest to that as well. It's going to be all new tactics in a new game, so that's why we're saying goodbye to our old favorite here on Sunday Night Fights. Okay, so we might see a flank right here in progress. It looks like barred rifles and flamed engineers trying to come around, but I don't think they have enough strength to close this flank properly. There's way too many German forces in the center now.
They're trying to decap while they're getting shot at. This is not where LuckyStrike wants to be. Fails to get the decap, takes tons of damage. The sniper racks up a few more kills. He's got 18 already. But what's key here is that LuckyStrike is still got his hands all over that fuel way up in the north corner of the map.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Chilling. Uh-oh, here comes some shreked up Grenadiers and some Volks. They could throw a Faust in there. M8's like, takes a one step back. I wonder if they'll make a move on him.
Well, you know what? The M8, it can't go to the right because there's a cloaked pack over there, and he can't go to the left because those Grenadiers are going to hit him right in the face, close range with a Shrek, so he's kind of stuck. He really can't engage either way, but I think his best option is to go to the left towards the VP point. That's where he should engage.
I'm just going to hit Fog of War on right now, and you can just see from Lucky Strike's perspective that just infantry moving in and out of the Fog of War around that circle around the VP. It looks quite frightening to try to move in there.
I think the Grenadiers just threw a grenade at the engineers, but it just landed in the bushes. It like scared them. It was like a noisemaker, like a firecracker. It was just like, oh god, they're over there. Jeez, the bad guys are over there.
Man, look at Lucky Strike holding the left. The mine is going to send that one squad of Volks away. I wonder if these rifles will move up to try to prevent the other squad of Volks from capping that fuel. Oh, they're missing their chance. Some movement going on in the center. The Stug hits the field. M8 does not like the look of that.
Yeah, at some point during our discussions, the Sturm Armory went up, and yeah, Stug is going to be now completely covering this right-hand side. We got Packs and Stugs. That spells doom for any sort of M8 action, I think.
I hope that Company of Heroes players and fans start to get active on Twitter. It's a really great place to update, you know, if a stream is going live or if SNF's there and you're watching a certain stream, you know, maybe Seth is streaming and he gets Alliage in auto match. You can tweet it right away with that simple button on the Twitch screen. And please follow me. I'm AmiPolizeiFunk. I give updates on all the SNF stuff. Any good news post that goes up or feature story on co2.org will be tweeted, so please follow me. Flamers and rifles just pushing Twister off of that right-hand side. Oh, these Flamers look like they might not survive the retreat. They're getting focused.
Oh,
Already coming in the center. Flamers escape narrowly. Rifles flying in. MG gonna have to face backward to try to catch him in the cone of fire, and Lucky Strike just simply retreats. He might have to go through his own arty here. They take a really wide path. Bam! Hit a mine, and that just hurts everybody. There were Volks there. Rifles and Volks die on that mine.
That was a German mine, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a German mine, yeah.
The retreating rifles set it off. It looks like the Volks Grenadiers got deep into the vase. They were trying to take out the Greyhound, but he is being repaired, and guys are healing and reinforcing.
You know what, we might see, I was going to say maybe that Stug that was approaching the American base was going to go base rush it in there, but probably not a good idea being that the M8 was under repair. Probably could have outmaneuvered that Stug no problem, and I don't know if Sticky's got bought yet, but you don't want to lose a Stug like that.
Look at the M8 and the Stug. They must just, well, the M8 turned on him a little bit, gave line of sight to the 57. 57 starting to fire in. These are brave Flamers charging towards that Stug. It doesn't even get a shot off. It has to back away behind the house to get out of the range of fire of the 57. And now the M8 is going to go up and try to hold that graveyard. I love that Lucky Strike has been putting so much effort into holding that territory up here. I was going to say he doesn't want to get Fausted. He got Fausted, but no damaged engine. That's kind of a win for the M8. If he gets Fausted that deep and gets a damaged engine, that's pretty much lights out with the Stug around. These Flamers doing some terrible damage to the Volks. Look how it scatters them, and they have to go off packing.
Yeah, that was a huge amount of damage.
We have a threat to our victory.
The 57's found a nice little alley to shoot between the hedgerow and the house. More great mines going down. That's the right side of infantry company. Rifles laying mines there. Look at more squads harassing on the far right. They almost exposed the pack position. We got a Puma out now. Quite a collection.
Enemy unit down.
Of combined arms, and this is shaping up into be another fantastic game. And what I was going to say before is that right now you guys should tweet this so we can jump up over 1,000 viewers again.
Yeah, you know what? This is clear that these are two very fine players, obviously, based on who they've beaten today. But both men know what kind of army they want, and they have built it. Neither man has been able to prevent the other from taking their army onto the field. And this Pack Puma Stug combination is awfully powerful. But here comes some off-map artillery right on that house. MG42 got to run! Yeah, no time to soft pedal out of there. You have got to get out, and that house is going to get shelled to pieces right now.
It is so hot right now. There's stuff going on everywhere. I heard some squads go down. I have no idea who they were. I'm trying to watch these two snipers work with the Stug. I'm trying to watch the Puma avoid stickies on the right. Damage engine, he gets away. I'm trying to watch this harassment of these vet Flamers up on the top left coming in and pouring fire down in on these Volks. There's just a lot of action everywhere. I love that Lucky Strike's keeping up the aggression. And his rifles are about to expose those two snipers in the center. No, they don't even get close enough to see them.
Wow, you know what? I gotta say, so far the MVPs for the American team are these Flamers. They've got 9 kills on them. I mean, they have been roasting Volksgrenadiers. I really like seeing that. It just shows you how powerful Flames can be in negative cover. And you know, now we're seeing more action here in the center of this house, the American side. There's this great trap that I think that LuckyStrike has laid with this mine that's sort of out right by the north of that house. He's keeping his AT gun right there, hoping that maybe a Stug will come along, hit the mine, disable it, and then he'll just take it to pieces with that AT gun.
Yeah, he just offers one piece of bait after the next. You know, first it was the AT gun retreating over the mine, then it was the rifles in the house. Now it's the M8 trying to get units to come over that mine. And
here we go.
Well, let's see if he gets the Big Daddy. The Stug would be the best. Here comes the Stug, and if he's got those snipers next to him, this could be a disaster.
Oh, no.
That first sniper with 33 kills.
Take
Bam! Good night.
Oh, God.
Ouch, that hurts. He's holding his gut. His just interns, his gizzards are just spilled out all over the battlefield. M8 liking what he's seeing, moves a little bit forward. Let's see if the 57 is just way back in the base. He needs to push that 57 up.
57mm at your service.
Oh, good kill though on the sniper. Flamers working against the house. Very nice. That's a matchup he wants against those Vet Grenadiers. And the Stug says, I don't like it over there. There are bad things waiting for me. I'm just going to back up into my safe zone.
Yeah, that is definitely like a no man's land here. Oh, wait, I'm hearing... What is that? A Nebel?
Gotta be a Nebel fire. Yeah, shooting into the American base. Like super long range with no LOS. Strange choice. I don't know what he was really after there. Maybe he figured the AT gun would be around there. It was, but he wasn't able to hit it.
Well, Twister, I mean, the level of endurance that this guy is going through, he is microing 11 units. 11 right now. That's how many is in this German
We better
army. So
micro him away from this on-map Artie. It's falling all over the place. First shot by the chapel, second shot by the hedgerow, third shot closer to the Stug. And it looks like Twister's going to survive it without much damage. I wouldn't bring that infantry any closer. Man, look at them all stacked up on the green cover of that wall.
Oh, man, that would be instant GG if an artillery shot fell right there. But I think he's out of range, so he's okay.
Yeah, Twister's really going to have to use his ears. Right, when he hears that Howie firing, everybody's got to spread.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, he's charging forward. Here he comes.
Here we go. I think he senses his chance.
Great grenade into the house. Flamer wisely retreats. He makes it home, and his infantry are just going to back off. Tough game over there.
Yeah, Twister, he just can't cross that line of demarcation.
Yeah, I'm wondering, you know, in the game against Barton, eventually LuckyStrike went tank depot and upgunned Shermans. I wonder if we'll see that from him again here.
Let's do a quick time sync. I'm at 22, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, or I should say 23. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. I think we're all synced up, yeah?
Yeah, that was good. I was a few seconds ahead of you. Now I'm back with you. Whoa, man, so many early tiers up. No WSC yet from LuckyStrike. You know, maybe that's why I enjoy watching him so much, is that he hangs tight with these advanced multi-tier VAR players without WSC, which is really impressive because it's so favored right now. And he's just doing it with Motor Pool, and now he's going to Tank Depot. That's hot.
Yeah, well, he's going to need Tank Depot when 2 Pumas are there chewing away at your rifles moving through the graveyard. He's going to need to do something about it. AT guns are not going to be able to stop. Oh my gosh, you know what? I got to switch over to where this central house is. This house looks like it's about to collapse, and that M8 almost took out that MG42. This house is going to go down. I don't think we've seen a house go down.
He might expose the pack. Let's see. Oh, I think he sees it. Oh, he's got to get out of that cone of fire. The pack kind of misses that first cloaked shot on the M8. M8 gets really fortunate there. Second shot delivers some damage, but the M8's back into the safe zone and no damaged engine. The damaged engine on the Puma looks like he's going to be able to save that unit too. And you know, when players are at their best, they're preserving units. We're seeing incredible unit preservation here.
Yep, that's exactly right. Neither of these guys have lost any significant units. I mean, I'm sure that we've lost a couple of Pioneers or Engineer squads somewhere, but I haven't seen anything tremendously bad.
Twisters
I am
sniper to that mine. I mean, he probably learned from that mistake. He's like, oh, must have, face palmed and thought, why did I move towards that little gap, without mine detectors or any other unit leading for my sniper? He must be kicking himself for that one.
Right, I mean, there's no way he really could have seen that coming unless he had sweepers out there, so in terms of, he had no chance to save his sniper. I mean, it was just one click and he was dead. It's not like he could, see it coming.
But it's like pro game sense, though. I mean, I think better players would have recognized the way that NoLuckyStrike was trying to bait him, and they wouldn't have taken that bait. Nice hit from the off-map shoot. Kills 2 MG guys. Oh, these 2 Pumas and Stug backed up by a pack. It's going to be really hard to crack Twister's position in the center.
Well, I think he's going to have to do it with the artillery. That might be one
that
way.
That AT gun, wow, if these infantry get sent home,
Down to 300 points.
The Pumas
it's
can
really
sweep right
important
in.
that these rifles live and win this engagement. They're going up against double vet infantry now, and now the Pumas are there. When these rifles get sent home, the Pumas could jump up all over this AT gun. All right, what are you going to do, AT gun? He's still firing at infantry. You got to run, AT gun. Here they come.
One squad of rifles maybe to the rescue here, but boy, even these rifles are going to get chewed up. This is a lot of infantry right in the face, plus a sniper too. This is a loss for nice artillery. Maybe might be able to save a little.
Nice fight by the pile of dead cars there. That's the dead car depot on Argenton. And here we have a bike moving in. Looks like we're going to see some kind of off-map ability on the Howie, and there are some NGs there too. The bike spots it. Whoa, gets a damaged engine. Let's see. I think he's already done his job, but I don't see any smoke yet. What's going on? Bike, what are you doing?
That was just V1. Listen to that sound. Here it comes.
Oh yeah, NTD, take us to the Howie with the zoom in.
Oh my God! It landed on the motor pool.
What? What was that?
It landed on the motor pool. What are you doing?
Our forces are taking
What is? Oh no! Meanwhile, tons of action in the center, which I have completely paid no attention to. I was just like, ooh, explosion, sparkly lights, show it to me. Yeah, that was a bit of a letdown for a V1.
Yeah, really. I mean, I mean, he didn't actually do any significant damage. Just he didn't take anything out. It's just he can repair everything now in there.
Oh, and the Stug in trouble. Brave M8 going in. Look at that, dodging Shrek shots back by the chapel. Damaged engine on one Puma. Other Puma's still plugging away. M8's trying to block this Stug and actually do the job by himself. Little Greyhound that could. He's got so many meaty targets over there. What is that? That's a on-map shot coming deep into that position where those Pumas are. M8 squirts out. Stug somehow survives. Let's see if the 2 Pumas can get away. Greyhound's got those in his sights now. He wants to get these Pumas. I swear that a pack shot just hit a Puma.
Well, yeah, you know what? I saw that pack was basically firing through those 2 Pumas. I'm pretty sure that it got shot as well. Oh my gosh, you know what? This M8 is down to one last sliver of health. Can the Grenadiers race up and get it?
How does he not have a damaged engine? How does he not have a damaged engine? This is crazy. Look at him squirt out of there on that red cover road. Let's see if he can make it home. The Grenadiers are trying to cut down the angle to get that last magic Shrek in, but look who's there to stop it.
It's Big Brother Sherman coming to rescue Little Brother M8, and wow, that M8, yeah, it got a main gun critical, but not an engine critical, and now it looks like it will survive to fight another day.
MTD, show us these 2 Pumas and Stug that are all completely wrecked. Look at those health bars. They all have nothing left, but they all survive. The Sherman, he's thinking about it, but then he's like, pack, infantry, maybe I'll just hang out behind the sedge row.
Yeah, you know what? That Sherman could do some awful damage if it raced in there and just raced around that pack, because all of that German infantry is under strength and German vehicles under strength. More artillery now landing. Oh my gosh, pack in danger. Gotta go the other way, guys. Run, run, run. Oh no, the other way now. Oh God, he got sandwiched in between
the other way.
Yeah, the other way. No, this way, that way. Oh, it's like a Benny Hill episode, and the pack is down. Now that Sherman's in a good position if he wanted to move in.
But
it all
he's not
depends
moving,
on how
though. He's
ballsy.
microing rifles at the top. Come on, Sherman, go.
Yep.
Here he goes. Now he's starting to move. Rifles are moving in. Sniper chased off retreating Volks. A second Stug hits the field right in the nick of time. These two Pumas have damaged engines. They're both nearly dead, but hell, tell you what, their guns are still functioning. A sticky on the fresh health Stug, that's not going to really do much. But this Sherman, let's see if he can kill anything. He's got eyes on this pack. He's killing MG members. Oh, that very aggressive AT gun could have done a world of hurt to Twister, but Twister backs up all of his units and saves them.
Yeah, he is kind of on his heels right now. I mean, the American is in a good position. While it doesn't have as many resources on the field, he's positioned them better. And that means that Twister basically has to retreat back further and further into his base. And then now, you know, Twister's going to try and make a push here with infantry backed up by MG42. And Sherman, do not walk into the Shreks. Please backtrack. This is not a good place for you to be right now, especially at half strength.
Twister needs an entire team of pioneers to repair all that damaged armor he's got there.
Oh, we just seen the house in the center collapse.
What did he lose?
Wow, White Flash's favorite house just went down in the center. An MG in there, yep, it went down.
MG guy, you so rarely see that house go down. It's really hot. This game is getting worked. This map is getting worked over.
This is starting to look like the surface of the moon now on the German side here. I mean, look at all the craters, and now we got Volksgrenadiers trying to push forward. They're going to go. Their target is that AT gun, I think. They want to take that as a prize, but not going to be able to do it. They're like, what are we doing? There's explosions all around us. Get us out of here.
Tell me, Yoink, do we have a doctrine from Twister yet?
Well, yeah. He launched a V1, so he went terror. He went right side terror.
Right. So we could see a King Tiger in this. Man, that would make my day.
Yeah, there's not going to be any Pershing because unfortunately NoLuckyStrike went with infantry company, but man, you know, we can still see some epic tank battles. He's chosen. He went all the way down the right side, but the left side, you know, the first choice is Zeal, so I don't see if he spent it yet, but as soon as I see a prop war, we'll know where we are.
Amazing, yeah, all the way down the right side. If we do see it, it will be the latest KT ever. We're watching a gem here, folks. Please spread the word. Get your friends in here. We've got, I show 1,051 viewers. I think we need about another 100 to set our all-time SNF record. These guys are delivering. Here come the armor tank. Here comes the American armor. This is what I like to see. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Here we go. But two Stugs, frontal, hard to face.
Oh man, we got this M8 is going to drop a mine.
Coming in. That would
this
be
Stug is in trouble.
Mine. Yeah, one Stug's going to bite it. Surely the M8 does not want to sacrifice himself. This is just the bravest Greyhound ever.
Oh boy,
look at
now
him going in there blocking. Nobody can hurt this M8. What is it with this guy?
Well, he knows the Stug can't turn around, otherwise he risks showing his ass
like
he's doing right now for American armor.
Oh man, I would love to see that M8 get out of this whole thing. Upgun Pumas, that'll help against the marauding M8. Rifles getting in there, getting double vet. All that Wehrmacht infantry fights them off. It's just, this is the kind of madness that I was seeing in that Semwa game. I love it. M8 takes a Panzer Shrek shot, no damaged engine. I swear NoLuckyStrike has M8 hacks. This is nuts. Rifles are in his base.
Wow, rifles have now gone into the base. They're going after the sniper. I think they're trying to take out the Pioneers and the sniper.
Killing those Pios is big. That means no repairs for all these wrecked, you know, tier 3 units from Twister. These rifles just making a little camp in the enemy base. The sniper has to garrison the headquarters to get away from them. The Hellcat is about to bite it in the center. There are squads going down in places that I don't know where. Flamers coming in against these folks. The Sherman's still pounding away. So much damage, so much violence.
These Volks are in a perfect position to Shrek this M8, but there isn't enough munitions to do it. Here comes the Puma to do it. Finally, a Puma shot takes down that
Puma gets the kill.
Wow, you gotta love it when Puma kills heavy armor. You're right. I mean, that's just amazing. The micro that we've seen in this game in the last 2 minutes has been outstanding. Some of the best we've ever seen on Sunday Night Fights. And now this Volksgrenadier is just escaping with his life from the center. Whoa, both men finally now taking a breather after recovering some VP points and enormous damage on both sides.
Man, I gotta take a breather. How about a little bit of quiet on the Western Front for a second? Check out the M8 sitting by the base, hanging out with his little striped vet. He had a world tour. It would be so cool to just sort of double-click that unit and follow him around this game, man. He's been everywhere.
I know. You know what? The one statistic that the Company of Heroes UI doesn't show you is the time that a unit has been alive. Because, you know, he's got 10 kills on that M8, but I mean, he's been alive in the middle of the most intense combat, you know, for so long. It's 10 minutes, at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he has 10 kills on his stats, but he has done so much more than that. He's done so much blocking and weaving and line of sight providing for AT guns. I mean, he's just, you know, just been all over the place, and I swear he's got 9 lives because nothing can damage his engine.
Okay, so here's some interesting discussion between these two players while they kind of rest and recuperate. It looks like the howitzer was the intended target of the V1, and TitiTwister just asked, why didn't my V1 go off? And LuckyStrike says, yeah, it did. It almost took out my tank depot. And he was asking, well, how come it didn't get the howitzer? So it looks like it was his intended target. He just misclicked, I guess.
Either a misclick or I mean, we've seen V1s do crazy things. I wouldn't put it past COH to fire a V1 off of its target. I've seen crazier things happen. So I don't know, maybe, you know, I don't know if we'll ever know the answer to that one.
There is a scatter
Volks somehow
on the V1.
Yeah, there is. It could have just been a horribly unlucky dice roll. Somehow Volks didn't trip this mine in the center of this log depot over there. We need a really good name for that. What is the logging yard? M8 collects double vet now, but man, I don't want to see him go down to a Panzerschreck in the ass. Come on, M8, move!
Rifle squad went down in the lumber yard. I'm calling it the lumber yard.
That sounds good. I like that, lumber yard. All right, this M8, please don't just die because you're not getting love. There he goes, dodging their Shreks. And look at the American Shermans rolling in. They've almost got this next Stug down. They're taking shots from the upgun Puma. There it is. They kill that Stug. One Sherman collects a stripe of vet. They are so deep in there, it's only the Puma as anti-tank. The other Puma backing away in the center gets stickied. It's immobilized. Let's see that the Shermans are trying to figure out what to shoot at. They want to take out that immobilized Puma. This upgun Puma is doing significant damage to them. The Grenadiers grab a Shrek. They're shooting these Shermans in the butt. The Shermans get the kill on that one Puma. Now it's time for them to leave. Damaged engine, but Puma given to Sherman. The Grenadiers are chasing with their Shrek. Now it's time for Twister to do some blocking. And really, wow, the Puma's in blocking position. LuckyStrike could lose both Shermans here.
Oh my gosh, this Puma has taken out another piece of heavy armor. Wow, Pumas are like just the MVPs in terms of killing American cavalry today. Oh, and down it goes. Very well done, though. He'll get an Iron Cross, I'm sure, posthumously. And now these Grenadiers are hoping to finish up, clean up this job. And just as that Sherman gets its second stripe of vet, down it goes. Oh my gosh, there are now no vehicles on the field except for the M8. We're back to the M8 again. That's the only surviving vehicle on the field.
We're at 38 minutes, and it's like we just reset to 10 minutes into the game.
Our supply lines are being
That is unbelievable. It's like, seriously, this M8 is blessed as a plasma shield and an angel.
It's like a carbon copy. Check it out. He's in his little happy spot. That's like his little spot there where he checks out what they're doing on the other side of that hedge.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place to see what the Germans are doing on that side of the field, and he's making good use of it. You know, just good recon. You know, the VPs with who all of this combat have been, you know, relatively even. They're only separated by about 100 points. So again, it's anybody's game at this point.
On map, off map. He just loaded up an off map. It's relatively nothing over there. No, that's the on map.
Yeah,
Where's
it's over
off
by
map?
the graveyard. The off map is over by the bunker, up the bunker, the repair bunker.
Oh, okay. He's trying to damage that repair bunker. We have off-map combat group unlocked, but a fresh Sherman and a fresh AT gun pop out of Tier 4 and Tier 3 respectively. Oh
so
man,
we have
they're wearing me out, Yoink.
I know it's a prop war just got spent somewhere.
There it goes, off they go. Buy rifles at the right VP.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we have 3 command points in the bank, so he's about 2 away, right? For a King Tiger, King Tiger takes 5.
Yeah, and the King Tiger could really drive the nail in here. LuckyStrike, you know, losing those 2 Shermans was a big deal. He did a lot of damage. He took out both Pumas and the Stug. 2 Shermans, relatively even trade, I guess. It's just amazing that we're this deep in and we have a relative reset. I mean, look at this. It's like the armies completely reset themselves. Again, we have the sniper plugging away. He's got 26 kills. We got the M8 hanging out, getting LOS. We're just waiting for a new big influence to hit.
Yeah, we got our second now Stug on the field. They're Vet 2 Stugs now, so this is going to help a lot with this infantry. You know, as things go along, you know, the Germans get stronger and stronger as they can buy this Vet. So it's going to be incumbent upon LuckyStrike to start really taking back territory and really land a knockout blow. You know, because you can't let the Germans go all the way into Vet 3 on their vehicles and infantry.
The Greyhound just did another fly across right through the middle of the map. Took some Shrek shots in the rear again. Narrowly dodged a Stug shot. Uh-oh, he's getting hung up, though. He's getting hung up. You don't want to let that Stug unload on you. But squirts away again. Yeah, this MG on the Stug might have a big influence on the rifle's mobility here.
Yeah, I think that you know, Twister is recognizing that Pumas are not going to be an effective force on the field with all of this other armor, American armor running around, so he's going to try and use Stugs for that, make them sort of an all-purpose unit to kill both infantry and armor. Backing them up, though, in the face of American AT guns.
I love it. Pushing the AT gun up behind the Sherman and the M8, trying to lay shells in on these Stugs.
Oh, Volksgrenadiers, what are you doing? They're just running. Okay, here we go. The M8 is impossibly in danger of dying.
Oh, M8, squirt, M8, squirt, squirt, squirt. There he goes. He squirts out. Now the Sherman's taking shots, frontal shots from double vet Stugs. The AT guns rolling in. RT coming in on these Stugs. That could be big here. A nice RT shot could be huge. Both Stugs are within its range now. It's narrowly missing everything in there, but it just takes one. The Sherman's getting hit by double vet Shrek'd up Volksgrenadier.
Yeah, and you know what? They took out that AT gun also. Wow, we got a really, really big weakness here in the American front. There's not a whole lot of anything to stop these Stugs as they come in, even though they're under strength. There's nothing there. Down goes the Sherman from something. Oh, boy, I don't know where that was.
He's going to try to ram
it. Nice.
Look at that. That looked like a ram move, the way he went flying forward out of control. 4th Sherman now fighting for the center VP.
Yeah, now these Stugs are in a great position to take control of the center part of the field. There's really nothing the Americans have there, especially if German forces if Twister decides to take that AT gun. I think that's the only one sitting on the field right now, right? He wouldn't be able to recrew it. He'd have to build a new one.
Twister's now got his 3rd Stug on the field, and these Stugs are rolling, feeling real brave, coming in deep.
Oh, boy, you know, there's...
He's
after
that Sherman, and he's doing horrible damage to it. He avoided the one mine in front of that strap point. Uh-oh, they're going to have to play a little ring around the rosy with this house. Sherman, move.
Oh, hi! Hey, look at this. Mwah, kiss right on the front. Here we go. And this Sherman is in big trouble. He's showing his ass to that Stug. Here comes the second one. Engineers are not going to be there in time. It might be the end of this Sherman. Down it goes, and now the Stugs need to get the F out of there.
These guys are showing us it's like 1.4 style Company of Heroes. Stugs versus Shermans. Look at these Stugs. Can they find a retreat path? Look at them plowing down trees. They're doing some lumber clearing of their own. That'll make it easier for the workers.
Just knock them down. And now it looks like victory points are again even. These men, in addition to doing all of this amazing micro, they've kept their eye on VPs and have not let anything slide.
Lucky's, I think, trying to save up for an off-app combat group. He's got 460 manpower. He's a little more than halfway there. But he's starting to get run off. This is a very critical time for him. These 3 Stugs are just rolling.
Okay, I think that we are also about 1 to 2 minutes away from a German armor apocalypse because he has just purchased Vet 3 armor, so he's going to have very, very strong armor units, and he has 5 command points. So you know what that means. As soon as he hits 500 manpower, we may see Mr. Cunning's Tiger on the field.
And a firestorm coming in. instantly clears that AT gun. Oh man, it's looking really hard for LuckyStrike now. Check out these beautiful skirts on these Stugs. They got their gunners, they got their skirts.
Yeah,
There's
no
some bad
AT
beats
right now.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how much
looking
longer
really
can it
desperate.
save the American Army?
Well, we're at 700 manpower. A good arty strike here would be helpful, but man, these triple vet Stugs looking so dangerous. M8 still squirting between all sorts of danger. Okay, 760. He's doing rings. That green house is the one that we see in the commentator splash screen at the beginning of each show. That's where we all posed for that shot.
Yep, and down goes the other house. Wow, there has been so much damage to White Flash's beautiful map, Argenton Crossroads. It looks like just it's like apocalypse here.
Not the off-map combat group that LuckyStrike was looking for. It's all infantry, not a single vehicle, no M18. That's what he really needed. A squad of Rangers might help a bit, but good luck penetrating that triple vet Stug armor. He gets a mortar. An AT gun might help a bit. Let's see what he can do here on the right-hand side as they take on these two triple vet Stug.
I think this is just a meat grinder here now. Prop war sends the rifles back.
Man, Twister's having a monster tournament. What got into him?
Yeah, he is seriously showing his chops here right now, all across every front. He's shown excellent micro against a player who's awesome. I mean, you know, LuckyStrike is no slouch himself. That's why this game is going into 46 minutes.
Check out the Greyhound wants to kill this triple vet Stug. Oh, Greyhound, you are my hero. You are so brave. Oh, keep microing, keep kiting.
Circle, circle, keep going, circle.
Here comes some Shreks, those poor Rangers trying to have an influence, but they just... Look at this M8 go.
It's just how much micro, intensive action is going on
sniper,
here.
That'd be so great. Everything, he's so charmed. Everything
M8.
misses him. Nothing damages his engine. He's on his last legs here, though. Stug shot. No, long range Shrek main gun destroyed, but of course not damaged engine.
Finally down.
Oh no! Oh, check out the driver getting slung. Like, oh man, spinning sideways out of that hero M8, and I think that moment perhaps marks the end of LuckyStrike's vie for this game, and indeed, good game, well played. He throws in the towel.
Yeah, he's calling for how many sniper kills because it means he must have felt that, 40 sniper kills. Gee.
Big.
Yeah, 40, that's intense.
Oh. Whew, man. And I'm supposed to cast the next one? Oh. Wow. What a game.
We'll just let Sunji do it. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I need
Sunji
a break
can
as well.
solo it. Sunji, you ready to solo game 2 with these guys? Okay, 1185. I think that's a record. I think we're breaking records again. Thank you, Twitch TV homepage. Thank you, Ipkai, for just pushing them until they did it. V1 miss. I wonder if that V1 had killed that Howie, what kind of difference that would have made. Man, just an exhausting game. We're going to go to the video, and we'll be right back at you with a short break for game number 2. Do it.